Hello. Hello, everyone. It's a little bit before 1 p.m. Hi, Tavi. Hi, Dimitri. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you all. Welcome to my tiny studio in Villarreal, Spain. I'm here by invitation of Tabitha, and I will show you how to make a free-form STARGLAZER Lilly today. Hi everyone. I hope you will enjoy my way of working, and I hope you will understand everything. During the class, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. I'm here for you to explain whatever it takes. Okay, I hope you will like my short class. We will make a big, beautiful STARGLAZER Lilly. Yes, I will. I will. I will share it also, if possible, in all the social media. Hi, everyone. I will wait 1 more minute, and then I will start the class. When I will start, I will put down the camera and turn a bit the phone, so you will be able to see my working table. And I will explain a bit about the materials we need. Oh yes, I'm Catalina Angel. I'm a sugar flower artist. Multiple awards. I had lots of medals in different international competition. In 2018, I won an award, and then I have a lot of medal, and my work is featured in lots of Sugarcraft magazines. I do own an online academy and also travel the world teaching. I was in Asia, in Hong Kong, and South America, all Europe. So maybe some of you I saw it before. I was in Dubai too. Hola. I hope all my friends will join. I did announce them too, so hopefully I will have lots of viewers here. And I just hope you will enjoy the class. I'm not very good talking. I'm more of working. I enjoy a lot what I do. It's not just a passion. It's not just a job. For me, it's the. Oh, I hope I will be there again. It will be nice. I hope all this coronavirus stuff will pass and we can travel and meet again. Hi, everyone. So now that's 1 p.m. I will start the class. It will be saved, so you can see it later if you are not here during all the class. I will show you first the materials you need. It's not too much. As some of you may know, I don't use cutters for shaping my petals or leaves, so everything will be free-form made. Okay, we will form by hand. You will learn with me how to do it. Now I will turn down the camera. You will not see me anymore. You will see my hands. Okay? And I will not be able to answer during the class. So I will not see the phone, okay, the screen. I will turn it down. So after the class, I will explain and answer to all the questions. Salam. I will turn down. Okay, so twist and put down. You will see now my working table. Okay. So here, oops, quite complicated. Let's see, now it works. Okay, so I will use veiners. These are some veiners I make myself using the real flower. These are made using real STARGLAZER Lilly petals. Okay, so if you don't have this, just use some Lilly petal veiners. Then I will use white gum paste. For today, I choose this gum paste here. It's in Spain. I'm in Spain, and I'm very near the sea, near the coast. So it's very hot and humid. So this is flour paste that works quite nice with hot and humid weather. It dries fast, so it's important for me. So I choose this for today's class. This is a pouch of cornstarch. I have a color-in gel from Sugarin. It's an Indian brand in the red, deep red color. And then I have petal dusts. These are for edible art, and I have a ginkgo. You'll see it as a green, kiwi green, ginkgo green, peony rose, and burnt orange. Okay? Then I have, this is the most important tool for me, the cell pin tool. Very fine rolling pin with a point and a round end. I have this tool from Serrat. It's a ball tool. Okay, it's a Serrat K501. A small cutter. It's for cutting the wires. Paint brushes. As you see, I have several. These are flat ones, these two. This is, it was flat, but as I use it a lot and I like it, it's become a bit rounded. And this is a very fine one. This is a 000 paintbrush. We will need it for making the stains on the petals. I will show you how the finished petals are, so you will understand what we are about to make. Okay? These are 18 gauge wire, the thicker ones. We will use it for making the stem. And these are 24 gauge wire, white ones. As you see, I just use white wires. These are for wiring the petals. Okay? So I will show you one of my petal. Okay? This is a painted one. You see, we will learn today how to shape it, how to dry it, and how to paint it, and then how to put together the flower, okay? So I have pre-made petals. Also, we will need a foam, special foam, to dry on the petals. Okay, and I will show you, I will start. I will just need this, the veiners, cornstarch, and the gum paste. Always keep the gum paste covered and well sealed, because it dries very, very fast. So I will make just 2 petals. As you see, Lilly has 6 petals, 3 wider and 3 narrower, okay? So I will make one of these and one of these, and you will see how I do it. For making the big petal, I will need a ball of gum paste, like the size of my big fingernail, a little bit bigger, because I don't have big fingernails, okay? And then I will need one to make this petal that it will be a bit narrower. So I will need a ball a tiny bit smaller, okay? You see? There's a tiny difference in between both gum paste balls, okay? So this will be for the petals. As I said, we need 3 petals like this, wide, and 3 petals like this, 3 narrow. So we'll have to make 3 balls big, more or less the same size, and 3 balls a bit smaller, more or less this size. I will cut in 3 a 24 gauge wire, okay? So this will be enough for 3 petals, so you will need to cut again another wire, so you will have the 6 wires for the petals, okay? I will put some cornstarch on my hands, cornstarch on the veiner. It's very important, so the gum paste will not stick. And then I pick the big ball of gum paste. I give an elongated shape, like a sausage, okay? And you see I have a fine point here. I do this and then flatten. I will answer all the questions after the class, okay? Because I'm not able to see it now. I flatten it in my hand, okay? Put on the table and insert a wire, okay? I will take the wire, insert by the fine end, and I will insert the wire all the way up, okay, until I arrive at the point. Be careful, don't trespass the gum paste, okay? So you will not see the wire on any side. I arrived until here, but without, you see, it's here, but without getting out of the gum paste. It's very important. Now, I pinch on the base, twist in between my fingers, so the gum paste will stick firmly on the wire. So if I move it, you see, it will not go away. No need to use any kind of glue, okay? Don't worry about the humidity the gum paste has inside. It's enough to have the petal stick on the wire. Now we have to elongate and enlarge the petal, okay? So I put the petal on the table, pick the rolling pin, put like this and roll, okay? Not like this. It's very important not to push, but to roll, okay? So I try to make the same pressure both sides, so my petal will go up, okay? Don't press too hard, because we don't want to have our wire out, okay? So you see, I roll it to elongate. When you start, you can put on a side the veiner, so you will see if you need to make it longer, okay? So I still need to go like 1 centimeter, okay? So you can do like this, you see? And I will keep rolling to make it longer, okay? I think that now it's enough. So once we have the long part, we move like this and we widen it. As you see the petal, it's narrower at the base and at the point and wider in the middle. So I will do this from the wire on a side and from the wire on the other side. Now my petal is almost transparent. I will show you. On the gum paste you can see we almost can read through it, okay? You'll see the writing under, okay? So now I have the petal formed. Don't worry if the petal is not exactly the same shape of, or it's smaller than the petal. Mine is exactly because I did it hundreds of times again, so I'm used to. But at first you have to try, and you will arrive finally. This comes with practice, okay? Then put the other part, press well all over. Okay, so now I have this. Okay, here's my petal. STARGLAZER Lilly has some tiny pinches on the base. So what I do, I pick a small scissor and pinch and cut some pinches. I don't know if you can see it properly, because it's on white and it's a bit difficult to see. I don't pass on the other part of the petal, okay? So I do this. It's important not to cut the petal, not to trespass with the scissor, okay? It's just for making some pinches up. Important just in this part down to make kind of a romb with it, okay? What's my favorite gum paste? There's some gum paste that I do love a lot. For example, I do love this one. This is the flower paste, is the name, okay? It's UK gum paste that works very, very fine with this humid weather. Then I love another one that is called Sweet Color. It's a Spanish brand. Okay, so I have the petal now. We need to give it shape and dry it. So what I do, I make like this, okay? I need the ball tool now. Put some cornstarch on your hand. Put the petal on, and this part up from here to here, this part, we will frill a bit, not too much, okay? So I pick the ball tool with the bigger part, okay? And I put half on my hand, half on the petal, and roll. You see? It started to frill, not too much, okay? Don't do it too much. We don't want it to be very, very filled, so just a tiny bit, okay? Now, I have here my foam, and I will put it to dry. I make like this. This part down, we need it to be like this, a bit close, okay? So, I use these parts in between, okay? In between the foam, to give it this shape. The point, I put it down a bit, and we need to have it like a bit rounded, okay? So, like this, and like this. You see, the wire, it's coming down here, okay? In between. So that's it. We leave it like this to dry. You see, it's a bit curved. I will show you one dry petal. I have here one, look, it's completely dry. As you can see, it has a curved shape. The point goes down, okay? It's very important. Why? Because we need to make an open flower. If we have it completely flat, we will not obtain the shape we need it, okay? So, this will be like this. So, use it in between these pinches and like this. Okay, and let it dry. When it's completely dry, we will be able to paint. So now I will make the other petal. This I put apart like this, and we'll make the narrow petal, okay? I need the other ball. You have to make 3 petals like the one I just did. This will be the wider one, okay? So we need 3 like that, and then 3 narrow. I pick the smaller ball. Make the same, I give an elongated shape like a sausage, okay? Flatten. As you see now, it's a bit narrower. It's not that wide as the other. I pick one of the wires and I insert by one end and I push it through. I feel it with my finger. You see, I feel it and I push it through the end. When it's here, I stop. You see, it's not getting out in neither of the faces of the petal, okay? So now I pinch and twist the same. It's important, so the gum paste will be very, very well stick on the wire. And now, put on the table, put this finger on, and roll. Don't press too hard, it's important, so you will not have the wire out of the gum paste. So I have it long enough. Now I make it a bit wide on a side and on the other. Okay, you can use your finger to arrange a bit the shape of your petal. Okay, so here it is. Have my petal. I put it on the veiner, pick the other part, press. These petals, the narrow one, we don't need to make those tiny pinches with the scissors, okay? That is just for the wider petals, okay? So now I remove, and here it is, we have a petal. Now I make like this, and don't frill it. Don't frill it the way we did with the other petals, okay? It has to be a bit straight. So bend a bit the wire here, so it will be a bit curved, you see? Now make like this, and we will put it the same way, you see, on the foam. So it will have this part here at the base a bit closed, okay? Not too much. So we have like this, and let dry. This is how we make 3 wide petals and then 3 narrow petals. I will put this apart, and I will show you both of the petal already dry, okay? So this is the narrow one, and this is the wide one, okay? Imagine I made 3 and 3, and now we have to model 1 pistil and 6 stamens, okay? So what we will do, we will cut 24 gauge wire in 4. I have here already some cutted, okay? I will show you how to make a pistil and how to make a stamen, how to model it. So I will pick a bit of gum paste, just a pinch like this on my finger. I pick 1 wire. I let here at the base like 2 centimeters without gum paste, and then put the gum paste on and cornstarch near your hands. So from time to time you have to make this so the gum paste will not stick on your finger. We need the gum paste to be on the wire, okay? Now we make the pistil, okay? The pistil is a tiny bit thicker than the stamens and has this end. I have one that I made last night, so it's dry already. So this is what I'm doing now, okay? So you see here at the end has gum paste, okay? So I make like this and press with your finger to make sort of a nail, okay? Like a head nail here. Now I pick this cutter, and with the part that doesn't cut, I just push in 1, 2, 3, okay? And now pinch the parts we just made, you see? Like a tiny flower. And then those parts press down, okay? Like doing it under. 1, 2, and 3. So we have the head. Now you see mine is straight and the other one has a curved shape. So now we have to give it shape. What I do? I don't want to have corners, okay? It's not straight angles. We need to have all rounded. So I pick this or the selping tool, okay? But I prefer this because it's smaller, and put a finger here and press and twist the wire around, okay? So we will form a curve. You see, it's not an angle, it's a curve. Then here, a tiny bit more, okay? Then with your fingers, roll, so the pistil will be rounded, okay? Don't let it flatten. With your finger, when you curve it, you may have flattened it a bit. So arrange it like this, so it will be all over rounded, okay? So here it is. Have another pistil, okay? So now I let it dry on the foam. On the foam with the petals. This, I will let it here. And now I will show you how to make a stamen. This is a pre-made stamen that I made it last night, so because I needed to be dry in order to be able to color it. Now, I will make the same here and I will show you how I do it. The same, I need cornstarch, a bit of gum paste, and a 24 gauge wire, okay? So, now, I pick this and I let it aside, and I pick another part of gum paste and put on the wire, okay? I put on the wire and with my finger, I twist, okay? It's twiddling. This method is called twiddling, okay? So I twiddle up until I arrive at the end of the gum paste, and then the excess, remove it, okay? It's very important. Now, what I do, I make like this at the end, pinch and twist, okay? So I will have sort of a hook here at the end, okay? Now what I do, I pick some gum paste, for example, the one that I just removed, and make it like this, like a raised grain, but bigger, okay? And cover this part of the wire with it, stick it with the fingers. You see, we don't need water, we don't need anything, because the gum paste is humid. It has already water in, humidity, so this will make to stick, you see? So now I have this on the wire. Then we have to mark a line just in the middle of the stamen, okay? This part, it's the stamen where the pollen is. So I pick it like this, pick my cutter, and carefully from the point to the base, carefully, very carefully, I push and form like a line, okay? Let's see if you see it properly. It has sort of a line in the middle, okay? So now this, I will let it also to dry on the foam. And we need to make 6 stamen like this, okay? We need 6 petals, 6 stamens, okay? 3 wide petals, 3 narrow petals, and 6 stamens, and 1 pistil for each flower, okay? Now I will show you how to paint the petals, the pistil, and the stamens. Okay, I will keep this gum paste back in the bag. As you see, with this method, we don't throw away any bit of gum paste, okay? As we don't cut with cutters, we don't have rest of gum paste drying on the table, okay? So, what I do now, oops, sorry. I put these tools apart, as we don't need them anymore. I will need a bit of clean kitchen towel. I put on the table, okay? So I will show you, I colored 5 of the stamens I made last night, okay? I just colored them. So here is the final result. As you see, it has a tiny bit of green near the pollen part, and the pollen part is colored with this orange burnt, okay? Burnt orange. So this I put on the side, and I will show you now how to color this one, okay? So I have this burnt orange. I open the tin, and I have the ginkgo green, okay? So open it. I will need 2 paintbrushes, one that I will use for the burnt orange, and one I will use for the green. Don't paint with the same paintbrush, okay? So first of all, I will put the paintbrush in, and then on the tiny tape. So I paint here, you see, the base near the pollen, just like for 1.5 centimeters of 2 with a tiny bit of green, okay? Once I did that, I put this apart, and now I will paint with burnt orange the pollen part. Carefully, don't push too hard, because we don't want to remove it from the wire. Turn and paint on the other part. And now we have this central line. Paint it well, so it will cover completely. So here it is. We have a stamen, lifelike, completely painted. So we have now the 6 stamen painted, okay? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay? So this is what you need in order to have a flower, okay? 6. I put this apart. And now I will show you how to paint the pistil, okay? So now, this I will put apart. We don't need it anymore. And we need the green, okay? I have my pistil here. Let them dry completely. This, I made it last night, so it's completely dry. So now I can paint it without any problem. Now I put a bit of green here. As you see, I remove the color from the paintbrush. I don't need it to use too much quantity. And now I pick this, and first of all, I will paint the point, okay? And then a tiny bit down. Don't go completely down, so just some centimeters, like 2 centimeters down. Okay, that's enough. This part had to stay white. Okay, so put it here, and here it is. Now I will show you how to color petals. Okay, clean my hands. For cleaning your hands during work, I recommend to use wipe towels, the humid wiping towels. So you don't need to get up from the table, go to wash your hands, and wash your hands after every color you use. So this way you will not mix the colors on the petals. You will not touch the petals with your dirty hands. Okay, so now I turned the paper on the other part, and now I will pick the petals to paint them. I will show you some of the petal that I painted before. Okay, this is a wide one and this is a narrow one, okay? So, as you can see, they are both painted the same way, okay? We have a tiny bit of ginkgo green on the base, then we have deep peony rose, so you see a line on a deep color in the middle, and then all the petal is painted with the same color but in a clearer shade, and then with the gel color we painted points with the fine paintbrush on the petal. As you see, towards the point of my petal, the points are tinier and less, okay? The more we go to the point, the less point, the point of the petal, the less painted points we have, okay? So we have more here around the base, and then less until we arrive to the point. So I put this down on the table, and now I will pick my petals. First, I work always all the petals. We have, for example, 6 petals, so I work in chain, okay? With first I start with the green, the base, from the wire up and like 2 centimeters or so, okay, just like that. And I make this with all the petals, okay? It's important. Now, this one, you see? And that's it. And we will keep doing with the other 4 petals. So now the green part in the inner part is made. Now on the back, from the wire up, you see? On the other one, the same too. Take care when you paint the petals, touch them as less possible. Why? Because the warmth of your hands pass to the petals and they can become moist again, okay? So take take care when painting. Okay, so now all we needed to do with green is finished. So we put apart this color and we will start painting. You see, the back part of my flower, it's not painted with pink, but as you can see through the petal, as it's thin, okay, you see like a pale pink, okay, but it's not painted in fact, okay. We painted just on the front of the petals, on the inner part. So I will do the same. First of all, I will make that deep purple color, okay? So we pick some peony rose, okay? And from the edge here, paint lines on a side and on the other side of the green, okay? And insist. Why? Because we want it to be deep. And then go a line up. The more you go up, the more the color becomes clearer. Oh, thank you, Tabby. Okay, so now once I did this, I pick the other petal and I do the same. Pick colors and on a side. Here on the big petal you have to be more careful because we have those pinches, okay, that we made with the scissors. We don't want them to be ripped off. Okay, so here we have to paint more carefully. Don't remove them. It's important to have them there. Okay, and then on the petals in the inner part, making a deep shade. Okay, so here it is. Now I will pick this rounded petal, paintbrush, sorry. Okay, so I have this made, and now you see, I pick the petal with 2 fingers on the wire and 1 finger under the petal. Don't touch it too much, okay? And now, I pick color and put on the paper, remove from the paintbrush. And now, start to color with this, picking color from the center part. And we need to let, on the sides, as you see, a part that is white, okay? Don't go with the color until arriving to the edge of the petal, okay? Let like some millimeters white. So I pick colors and you see I let a white line on the edge of the petal. So this I color all over. As you see, the shade is a lot clearer than the central part, okay? And I let this part like some millimeters white. Now, from the base here, I pick the color from the inner part, okay? It's like making a ombre effect on the petal, okay? Take care. Don't touch too much because we don't want it to be, again, moist. If we touch it too much, it can become moist because of our hands, okay? So here it is. You see I have the edge white. So that's 1 petal almost done. And then I pick the other one, the white one, and I make the same. Okay? Careful. Here at the base we have to be more careful, so no removing the cuts that we make. Leave some millimeters on the edges without color. And go almost to the point of the petal, carefully. We don't want it to be broke, okay? Don't push. When you paint it, you have to be very careful and not push the petals, okay? Don't push with the paintbrush. Don't make too much force when painting, okay? Carefully. So now we have the petals all over with pink. What's next? Next part is to paint the spots. Now, this I finished and I put it apart. This paintbrush too. I will need now the fine paintbrush. I will clean my hands again, okay, because I don't want to put stems on the flower all over the petal. Clean your hands and pick this red color, open the lid, and we'll start making points. What I do, as you see, at the base has lots of points. The more you go to the point, the less dots it has. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I hope someday I will be again there. So you see, now I make points, dots with the paintbrush. Some of them smaller, some of them bigger, okay? On a part and on the other part of the petal, okay? So you see, here are bigger and deeper, and the more I go to the point, the finer are the dots. Okay, then on the other part too. No need to make the points in the same place, so don't be afraid to do it. There's no problem if some dots are darker and some are clearer, okay? The more different look, the more natural the petal will look. And here it is. One, it's ready, okay? So I put it here, and now I will make the big petal too. The same, okay? I start making dots on the side. Here at the base, it has lots of dots, okay? So more of them. And some spots, okay? And then I go up, and like I arrive to the point, less dots and not so deep color, okay? Then on the other half, making the same, some spots and a lot of dots at the base, okay? If you feel more comfortable, let the petal touching the table, but don't press it, okay? It's important not to press because we don't want it to be broken. I never make more petals than I need because I don't tend to break them during the working process. So here it is. The other petal, it's ready. So these two petals I have to put apart because they are not completely dry, the painting on it. If I will use it for assembling the flower now, they will mark the other petals, okay? You can touch them and mark in between them. So these two I have to let apart, and I will pick some others, okay? Okay, so here it is. I have 1, 2, and 3 narrow with the one I had on the table, and 1, 2, 3 wider, okay? Then I have my 2, 4, and 6 stamens and 1 pistil. With this, we will start the construction of our flower. For constructing the flower, we need tape, okay? Green florist tape. I will cut some. Okay, I have a big scissor here, so I cut this here. I will make it like this. Bend. Don't stretch it yet, okay? Just bend, because I want it to cut in half, okay? Why? I cut in half because this way my stem will be finer and more realistic, okay? It's important. So make it like this, and then cut exactly half. with using a big scissor, okay? Don't use the small one. I cut it in half. Now, I open it. Don't stretch it, okay? Now, we don't need to stretch yet. We open it carefully. Okay, so now you see my tape, it's narrow. This is important for me when constructing the flower. So I put this like this. Have the paper here so you can see it better. Okay, so I open this one too. Okay, with this, I think I have enough for constructing my flower. So now I will put a wire. I will need a 18 gauge wire. I will use it for the stem. If you don't need to have a very long stem, if you need to put it on the cake, for example, I will just cut like half length of the wire, and this will be enough for me. So now I pick the tape, stretch a bit on the end, and fix it on the wire, and while I'm turning up until I arrive to the point, stretch, okay? Why I stretch the tape? I stretch it because this way the glue on the tape activates, okay? As you see, the tape is like this, and then when you stretch, it becomes longer and opens, and in the middle of this part that open, it's all over with glue on both sides, okay? It's not just on a side, on both sides. So now I start to construct the flower. I pick my pistil, and you see here it's a part like 2 centimeters, 1.5 centimeters that doesn't have any paste at all. Oh, thank you very much. I'm very happy you like the way I explained, okay? So I put it like this, okay? When the gum paste, it's just over the tape, over the point of my stem, I turn and I fix it in place. And then I go down until I cover completely the wire of the pistil, and I go again up until I arrive at the same place as I was before. And now I will put around the stamens. You have to be very careful to put at the same height the stamens. So important part is here at the base. I don't want to see any wire at all, okay? It's important. So 1, and we put all around, okay? 2, the same height. Don't go lower, don't go upper, okay? 3, 4, the same height. Be very careful. This is very, very important, okay? 5, you see? And 6 here, okay? 6. And now, as I have all the stamens fixed in place, sorry, this is the rings, some rings on my, to turn the camera a little. I try to, okay, this is okay? And now I go down. I go down the stem and cover it completely. Now I have this, and here is the center of my lily. You see, I don't bend the stamens on the exterior. I want it to be like this, together in the center. Now I will put the camera straight up, and you can see me and see how I put the petal together, because we'll not be able to work on this, okay? So I make like this and like this, and you will see me. Okay. Oops. Hope you will not get dizzy now. Okay, so I have my central part ready. Now we need to assemble the wider petal first, okay? The wider ones. So I put one, okay, in front of me, 2 and 3. Sorry, you cannot see it on the table, okay? I pick the tape and put again on the stem a bit lower and go up, stretching. It's important to stretch it, okay? Like this, until I arrive just at the same height as my stamen were, okay? So now I pick one white petal, wide ones, okay? And put on the side and make a whole tour with the tape, okay? Now, another wide one, okay? 2. The same height here, you see at the base. It's very important for me not to see any bit of wire and also not to cover the gum paste with the tape. If we cover it with the tape, the gum paste will break and the petal will bend down, okay? It's important. And the third petal, and you see, we fill the gap and form like a triangle with the petal, okay? The same height. Now, stretch the tape while taping, okay? So we have the center part. And now, the other 3 petals, the narrow one, we will assemble at the same height, don't go lower, here in between the wider petals. First of all, we have to cover down all this. Why? Because we need to assure our petal in place, so they will not move and they will not bend, okay? It's very important. The most important part is to have a very tight and well assembled center. It's very important, okay? If we don't do this properly, the flower will move a lot. So if you feel more comfortable, you can work upside down, okay? Like this, okay? That depends on how you feel more comfortable. Normally, I work like this because I'm very used to. But if you don't feel very secure working like this, just move it like that, upside down, and assemble. Now, I pick, again, the tape, and I will assemble it on the stem, okay? I put it like some centimeter down. Roll and stretch, okay? Stretch until you arrive up. And when you are just under this petal, stop. Don't go on it, okay? Important, because you will break it. So now I put one narrow petal in between 2 wide ones, but on the back, okay? Don't go in front, on the back. And tape it in place. 1 or 2 tours complete. It's important because we wanted it to be secure in place. And then pick another narrow petal and put in between these 2 big on the back, okay? It's not so difficult, but it's not so difficult. Important is to be to have a very well modeled petals and dry in shape, okay? If you have flat petal, you will never be able to assemble them, okay? So it's important. So now I have the 3 of them, look. And I go down, stretching the tape. Easy, don't go fast. It's important to work easily, carefully. Why? Because we don't want to break the flowers. You see, it's big, almost as my face, okay? It's life-size veiner. I made the veiners with a real STARGLAZER Lilly, okay? So now I put it like this, upside down, and I will work a bit faster. So stretch and turn. Yes. I teach this all the time. I never keep secret for me because then the students, if try at home, if I didn't teach properly, they will not be able to make it. So for me, important is my students to have good results. Okay, so I go up and down with the tape on the stem. And here it is. We have our flower ready. You see? So now this, you can open a bit more the petal if you like, but I feel it's perfect like this, as it is, okay? I like a lot like this. If you want to make a lifelike flower with botanically correct flower for put it on a vase, you can bend a bit this and assemble several flowers together, okay? And some buds and leaves, but we don't have enough time. So in a short session like this, I think it's great flower to learn to make it. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, please ask. I'm here for you. So you're free to ask. Don't be shy. Okay? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you can check my Facebook page or Instagram page. I have an online academy, so I teach there too. I give online classes if you want to learn more. And then also, maybe if all this pass, I will go back to Dubai again, and we will have like face-to-face classes. Maybe. How can you follow me? You can find me in Instagram. You put Catalina Angel Azucararte all together. I will post on a comment later some links, okay? And then in Facebook, Catalina Angel, okay? My account, it's Catalina Angel Azucararte, all together. I will put it. I will tape for you. One moment. One moment. Okay, so you have my Insta. You have my Insta there. Because if I spell it, it's a bit difficult, it's long, okay? It's my name and my page name. And on this name, too, you can find me on Facebook, okay? And my website, it's the same, Catalina Angela Azucararte. So you can find this. It's very easy. Thank you very, very, very much, everybody. I hope you like it, and maybe we will see again soon. Bye-bye. And now I will keep the video. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tabi, for inviting me. Bye.